First, I went to the Sao Paulo MTC. I had to go through again for 12 days to refresh the language, and so that was a vacation because I had already been working, and then it's like you don't even need to teach, you just need to learn a language. So I got 3 meals a day, I got to work out, and I got a little taste of Brazil in that obviously everyone was speaking Portuguese. Everything was very compact, and that I think it's about 85% of Brazilians live in a metropolitan area, and so there's a lot that you see in very condensed areas. So you see all different types of people, and they definitely see you too, you know. We had a couple days in the MTC where we did proselyting. We got to go out, you know, into like some plaza or a bus station, and they just sent us out with our companions and some books of Mormon, and it was not hard to get attention. And so that was really fun, you know. People didn't really care how terribly we talked. They didn't really pay attention anyway. And they all ended up accepting Books of Mormon because they were just curious about what the heck we were doing. They didn't know, you know, what our message was because we weren't articulating it very well. But my impression of Brazil is that these people are so much easier to talk to than Americans, you know, because in the US I could speak with the best, most intelligent words and phrasing. I could use examples and analogies, and it didn't really matter if the person wasn't ready. Whereas in Brazil, everyone seemed like they could be ready. And so street contacts were great. It was not hard to stop people. Oftentimes they would stop you, and I loved it. In the US, I would have to force myself and my companion. I'd say, all right, we got to get some people, we got to stop them. We're going to feel good if we do this, and I'd have to run through these reasons for why we need to talk to people on the street. Whereas in Brazil, it was so easy, so fun. I loved it. And so my impression of Brazil is, yeah, just the people change was huge. Obviously the weather is a bit different. You know, I just come out of the winter in Spokane, and there's a lot of snow. In Brazil, it's just constantly hot. I had to be careful, like when I got up from couches, because I'd have to make sure I unglued my pants from my backside because the sweat was constant, you know. I couldn't get away from that. And then I would have a nice shoulder strap line for my bag. So I didn't really care about attractiveness because, you know, Brazilians, they always thought Americans were beautiful anyway, so that was kind of funny, even though we're just soaking, dripping wet and red-faced. So it was easy to adjust, even though obviously we weren't from there.